Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardly Heroes. How are my favorite players in the world doing today?
Oh, wow.
I'm feeling very Christmassy. Yeah, feeling good. I've got 1.5 day of work left. I've doing all my prep for Christmas dinner. House is looking more tidy. We unpacked a bunch today. So, yeah, feeling good.
Very nice.
Takes months to get the house fucking done from a move. For sure. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we've got loads of building work to do in the new year anyway, so there's only so much we can do. Like we haven't got enough furniture, so loads of our stuff we can't unpack it because there's like nowhere to put it, you know? So it's just kind of sitting around me in this attic, as you can see.
In your cuck attic.
Yeah, my cook attic. I wish. I'm going to get kicked out of this eventually. It's not even. I'm going to go to the cook room.
You're just here for now.
Yeah.
You can't just have your office in one corner and the rest of the room for Pilates or whatever it is.
There's enough fucking space. You'd think she could do.
There's a lot of space, dude.
I know.
Just have her doing yoga or you're playing D&D.
Yeah. Might increase the viewership.
It would probably be way more popular than what we do. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. It'd be a 2-for-1 deal is the real advantage, you know?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at? Are we in Shacklebrook's house still?
Well, Nick was talking about cozy vibes and how nice and cozy it is. But I think for our characters, it's anything but cozy. We've been woken up in the morning.
Yeah, we've just been woken up by, who is it? Cass?
And Castor?
And Castor, yeah, I think.
I honestly can't remember if I was Blanche Bell or Ancaster. One of the knights has come and woken you up and told you that there's been a murder. What sort of murder? We're on the way back.
Yeah, there was so Shacklebrook's boy toy has been ripped to shreds in his bedroom. Correct?
Well, I don't know about the boy toy assessment, but a man was ripped to shreds in his bedroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Can we be in the room right now? So that we can start some detective work?
Let's say we're on our way. I want to ask the unnamed knight a few things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you start moving through the streets in the early morning.
Who found him?
Shacklebrook screams. They woke the castle.
What time?
Not half an hour ago.
Last night was a full moon.
Castor or Kelbell consults her calendar. She has misplaced.
If you don't already know.
It was indeed a full moon yesterday.
Well, that doesn't bode well, given recent events.
Oh no, our lord, he's a fucking werewolf.
Don't say that.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Did the kid attack Shacklebrook?
Sybil?
Yeah, the werewolf kid. No. The kid that was in the dungeon that killed the other night.
She shakes her head.
Near Shacklebrook?
No. Is he alive? Didn't they kill him?
They killed him, yeah.
We killed him.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you don't mean like today. You mean previously.
Yeah, I mean, like, could he have contracted lycanthropy? Did he have any contact with the boy when he was turned?
The knight pauses in the streets and then picks her pace up again and goes, I don't think so. I think they spoke through the bars maybe, or maybe he just came to look at him. I wasn't in the room at the time, but I would have heard if he was scratched. Maybe Annabelle knows.
Yeah, well, we need to get Annabelle to look at Shacklebrook.
She already is.
Yeah, but we need to make sure she knows what to look for.
Well, let's go.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh. Pigeon's like fake crying. Oh, it's over. Cauldron's going down.
Why is this fake crying? Is Pigeon excited
about this? He's not like
this?
actually crying, but he's like, he's sad, but he's not like actually crying.
Okay. Just emoting heavily.
Yeah, emoting.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to the castle walls. All the guards are up. All the men at arms are on the walls. Lanterns are lit. Bows are
out. Twin Tower out and about.
No, he is not in the courtyard when Joyce Sunderland lets you in. You'll be brought to the the scene of the crime.
Where's
The bedroom.
Shacklebrook? Not there. He's in the infirmary.
Shacklebrook's in the infirmary, surrounded by all of his knights, except for Joyce Sunderland, who's outside, and whichever knight came to get you. Everyone else is bunkered down together in the castle.
If Shacklebrook's a werewolf, he'll turn tonight as well, right? That's how it works.
Is it also the new moon?
Isn't it? Plus or minus 1 day from the full moon.
That means he should have turned last night, too.
Yeah, that's true. But
I mean, he could have.
his door to his bedroom.
Leave it to me. I'm the detective. This is my whole job.
The knight
we go into
is
the,
here.
We go into the bedroom.
She'll leave you here to investigate these things while she goes back to confer with the other security guards and keep the lords safe from whatever harm may come. The two of you.
It's just us.
I close the bedroom door. That's the first thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So while it's just us, this is the only time we're probably going to get access to his room with no one noticing us.
True.
I am not going to look for clues right now. Instead, I'm going to snoop around and try and find like actual info either on Shacklebrook, hidden things, where he keeps his spell book.
Damn.
Maybe some letters that he's trying to hide. You know, I'm going for the what is this guy actually about? Because
do you
something
announce
is
this
happening
search,
here.
or do you just take it upon yourself to do this without?
No, I don't think he'd say it out loud yet.
Yeah.
But he'll tell you later.
I close the door, Neil. I'm going to look for two things. One, I look for signs of claws trying to break the door open. And then I also try and reopen it myself to see if it's magically locked.
Okay. Those are the two things you're looking for?
Well, I mean, I reckon I check that pretty quick. That's the first thing I do. Yeah.
Okay. And Mooten, you said you want to look for spell books, letters, things that he, might indicate what he's up to. Is there anything else specific you want to add to that list?
Just like a hidden compartment, I guess. Maybe something under the bed, maybe something behind like a painting, maybe a creaky floorboard. I'm going to kind of go all out here. The door's closed, so I'll hear when somebody's coming in. It's not going to be odd, even if somebody does come in and I'm looking at the floorboards, I'm not going to go ransacking, but I am definitely looking for hidden shit.
Okay.
His spellbook's probably the least of my worries.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing. The front door is not magically locked, Luther. You can shut the door. You can immediately open it. No problems. The back of the door is clean. It's wood. It's oak. It's got some nice little boxes on it for decoration, but no signs of damage. Looks very new. Looks like everything else in this castle. Brand fucking new. Medium quality.
Okay.
Remind me later that I'm gonna, after all of my shenaniganry, I'm going to inspect the lock. I just don't want to forget.
I turn my attention to the corpse, Neil.
The corpse is in 6 pieces. Each arm is separated. The legs are ripped off. And the head is ripped off. So it's not like nice, neat, perfectly quartered cuts. Like if it looks more forceful and ripped. One arm is ripped off at the elbow. One is ripped off at the shoulder. One leg is ripped off at the knee. The other has the foot ripped off from the leg, and the rest of the leg separated at the hip. So it's all, real.
Nothing's been chewed. I check it for chew marks and claw marks.
There are claw marks all over the body. Yeah, it's not nice, clean little areas. Something shredded.
Do you think it's his fucking cat?
Yeah, could it be the cat? Like, where's the cat?
The cat is not in the room that you can see right now, but it could be hiding somewhere secret. Like cats are wont to do. The cat's small though.
That's what you say.
The claws are too big to be the cat.
At its current state.
Yeah, I mean, it could be some sort of
Who's to say that the cat isn't infected with fucking
The thing is, though, but why would it not kill Shacklebrook?
I mean, it's animal intelligence still, right? You send a monster in a room to do a man's job, and the monster's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but surely it would just kill both people. It wouldn't just like kill one person and leave the other unharmed.
Yeah,
doesn't really make any sense. What's the blood situation, Neil? Like, does it look like?
Do we know if Shacklebrook was even in here last night?
That's a good point.
The blood situation is lots of splatter. Lots of things are wet. Lots of things are starting to have blood dry on them. The big puddles are still quite goopy, quite fresh. The small flecks on the walls have hardened enough that that they won't smudge on your finger anymore.
If there's all that blood, we might be able to see footprints. I will take a look. Obviously, I'm not the best person to identify them, so I'll call Pigeon in to help, but I feel like it would be obvious if I can see some footprints in the blood.
I'm busy right now, you little bitch.
What the hell? I'd usually slap him across the back of the head for that, but I'm in a bad mood. Well, not a bad mood, like a somber mood.
Serious mood, yes.
Well, not even that. I mean, Luther's been through some shit, and I'm on 4 HP. It's been a fucking tough week for Luther.
It's been a tough fucking few months, man. But it is still better than what we used to go through, I think.
I don't know. I'm starting to think that life in the city was pretty straightforward compared to some of the shit that I've seen.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Okay. You are looking for tracking marks in the blood just on your own. You don't see any clear footprints. There's no like a puddle of blood with a footprint in it. But also, if you poke the wet blood right now, it'll probably just like recongeal. It probably wouldn't leave a footprint right away. And you don't see
but
any like
stepped in it and then moved somewhere else.
Right. There's no obvious like I have stepped in blood and here are footprints, but it is a mess. Like it's not a neat room that just has a body in it. The room has also had some, furniture's been moved, things have been knocked around, the bodies everywhere, there's blood everywhere, clothes are sort of scattered about. And since then, knights have come into this room. Like there have been traffic from the other people.
Yeah.
But there's no clear, blood marks walking into a bed or like walking out to the balcony or the window or whatever. None of that.
Is there
stuff.
a balcony in this room, just out of curiosity?
There is. There is a heavy door on the balcony without any windows in it. It's made out of oak. It's reinforced with bands of brass. It would be exceedingly difficult to force this open, and it does not have a locking mechanism from the outside. There's not like a key that you. Why would you need a key for the outside? There is a key to lock it.
You couldn't even pick it from the outside.
You couldn't pick it from the outside. It's
Is it locked?
You go over to the balcony and you give it a shot. I'm just going to fake some dice rolls now, so you never know what is a real clue and what is a fake clue that I'm determining in the moment.
The fact that you've said that is a clue to me.
Yeah, it is also a clue to me. I'm in your head.
I've got a raging clue right now.
I got a raging clue.
The balcony is locked.
I look around for a key. There's no bathroom, is there? That's a stupid thing to ask.
So the bathrooms here would be outside of this room. And it's more just like a little slot that your butt hangs over and then you just shit down the side of the castle. There is a nearby bathroom. You know what? Actually, it's probably affixed in this room. Yes. It's a separate chamber. There's a door between you and it.
Check out in there.
There's a nice seat, like a nice rosewood seat. Like there's a little shelf in front of you and some space to put things on either side, and like a little pine branch nearby. A little bucket full of little pine branches that you can use to scrape your dingleberries before you drop it down the hole. The entry hole is narrow.
There's no sign of damage in here. No sign of
damage, but the toilet entrance is quite narrow. It's.
I wasn't trying to suggest somebody climbed up the toilet sheet, if that's what you're...
But that is a good idea.
That's a good point, yeah. But
I'll remember that.
It's important to understand that people are, accounting for castle security when they build it. The poop chute is safe.
Yeah.
For now.
So I will make an assessment that a normal person couldn't do this to a body, right? There's no way this is a person.
You'd have to have
a monster of some sort.
It's a lot of strength.
And
like
claws.
What strength are we talking? Like, oh yeah, claws. Okay, that doesn't even matter.
And claws, strength and claws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I assume you're going to tell Moot what he finds. I also start looking for like torn clothes. Now, I suspect that Shacklebrook may have been Son's clothes at the time that this transformation took place, if it was such a transformation. But if he wasn't, perhaps there might be some torn undergarments from when he grew in size. I also look for, I don't know whether the tufts of hair would disappear, but I look for any hair nail or any other obvious signs of like somebody being in this room that's not Shacklebrook or the dead body.
Pigeon, I need you to roll me a check. I just have to double check what this is. Right. Okay, Pigeon, roll me. Roll me a perception check at -8.
Okay.
Is that 24, the one you just rolled?
Yeah. So -8 on that.
So -8 on that is a 16. No good.
Okay.
Okay. And can you also roll me a second perception check at -4?
That's a hit. 31.
Okay. Good. Okay, Nick, last thing you had said was you wanted to look at torn clothes. There are clothes scattered around, and as you pick them up, some of them have been sitting in blood stains, some of them have just had blood flicked on them. You will see some damage to them, but they're not ripped apart. It's not like someone ripped their shirt off, or they grew and broke their shirt, or, the clothes themselves are not particularly damaged.
What about tufts of hair or potential any other signs of someone being in the room that's not Shacklebrook or the dead body?
Right. Pigeon, give me just a straight perception check, please.
34.
Yeah. No tufts of hair anywhere.
What the fuck could this
All
have
right, what
been?
do I find?
Okay. Pigeon, you will find a hidden compartment behind the headboard of your lord's bedroom, of his bed itself. It's a stone wall, and there's like some paintings over it. And you lift up the paintings, and there's nothing underneath, but you're a clever thief. You've done this before. And so when you feel around on the wall, you feel that there is a stone that the mortar comes up against, but then not quite. And it's not loose, but as you feel around the edges, you do find like a little catch. And then you're like, I can't quite pull this out. But then you notice earlier you had opened a side bed table. And in there was like a little ring that kind of goes on your finger, but not quite. And it had like a little hook on the end of it. And you're like, what the fuck is this little hooky thingy?
Holy
but it makes
shit.
sense that you could use this to like grab the stone in a way that you couldn't with normal fingers. And you can slide out the stone.
That's cool.
Yes.
I check what's in there.
It is Lord Shacklebrook's personal correspondence. It is a stack of letters, and it is also a bag filled with maybe exactly a dozen blue gemstones.
I show Luther. I ask him appraisal check.
What is this?
Just how much do you think it's worth? And then also read these while I'm still searching.
Okay. I roll an appraisal check.
28. Yes, these are sapphires. And on the open market, in a place where people have money to spend, these are worth a lot. Like a lot. Like people probably can't afford to buy these in Stromheim unless you're in the inner city and someone is specifically looking for them. Like these are hard to move items in South Eridon in the modern era. Maybe you go to Wicthron Renta, the capital of the empire, you could move them there. Maybe you head over to Solemn, you could move them there. Maybe even Crownhold, although that place you hear is pretty shitty.
We're talking tens of thousands of gold?
Yeah, each sapphire. Let me consult my official DMG gem table here.
Holy shit!
Holy
Imagine
shit.
if we just steal these, you would level up about 5 times.
We just get the fuck out of here, man. We have to sell them, but yeah.
Each sapphire is worth about 5,000 GP.
It's a lot of money.
Holy fuck, man, that's crazy.
Okay. But that's
There's
like
60,000 gold here.
Yeah, that's future knowledge. If we ever need that, we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay. My eyes go wide. I'm like, these are worth thousands each.
All right,
This is wealth we've never seen before.
Quickly,
What is that?
Shut up. Quickly, read these. And I grab the bag back. I put it back. I keep I'll close it for now. I'll close the stone thing. I'll put the opener in my pocket, and I'll keep searching, I guess, while he reads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch what Pigeon does with the back of the bed, but then I go to read the letters, and I sort of skim through them.
So I missed that. You said you put the gems back?
I put the gems back for now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I close it up. So
Close
if
it
someone
up.
walked in, all we have to worry about right now is that Luther has like letters in his hand.
Perfect. You start flipping through the letters. They are paired up, so there'd be like, this is the letter I sent, this is the letter I got back, this is the letter I sent, this is the letter I got back. Like, you keep a copy of it for your own records. And you can see that they are broken up into 3 groups. One of them is clearly correspondence with his father in the capital. One of them is correspondence with the lady in Thornwood, Lady Tulwick, and one of them is correspondence with the guy in Shirebrook, Divin Armstrong.
I read that with Shirebrook.
All right. There are maybe 6 letters back and forth. It starts with Lord Shacklebrook reaching out to Divin Armstrong. This letter is actually like a year and a half old that he sends. And it's basically like, I'm now in charge of Cauldron. I'd like to formally introduce myself. I know we're all very busy and we're going to be somewhat neighbors. Perhaps I can come by sometime and meet with you. We can, have a nice conversation. The guy in Shirebrook. All right. The guy in Shirebrook is like, yes, let's have dinner. It'd be nice to meet my neighbors.
Okay.
Then there's no correspondence for maybe 6 months. And then there is a talk about the ogres in Thornwood Forest, and does that guy or Divin Armstrong want to join forces so we can all deal with the ogres a little bit more easily? And then like a 3-month gap, and then the guy in Shirebrook comes back being like, I'm very busy. This is below my pay grade. I'm doing important things over here. I don't have time for your local problems in Thornwood. The Shirebrook Forest and the Crystal Run and the Swampwater River are problems enough. Don't you know, not to bother me with your personal problems that you can't handle. What sort of lord are you? It's not very polite.
Asshole.
Yeah. And then it skips ahead just a couple of weeks, and Lord Shacklebrook writes back, some very, I don't quite want to say meek, but like non-confrontational answer, where he's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I was hoping we could all work together on bigger projects, and we have to start somewhere. Trust begins with small projects that are easy for us all to do, but I understand if you can't be bothered. Best of luck to what's happening over there.
So me giving the spell book actually is pretty good for Shirebrook in like another way that we didn't even know about.
Yeah, got some leverage over him now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the most recent
No.
pair, the last letter comes from Divin Armstrong, and it is maybe 2 weeks old, and it is a invitation to a party in Shirebrook
Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't trust this Divin Armstrong guy at all.
at the beginning of May, which is 2 weeks from now.
Interesting, but if they're going to a party,
Sorry, I said beginning of May. I meant the middle of May.
that's a good stealing time, Nick.
To steal from Shacklebrook.
From Divin Armstrong.
Yeah, well, the party's going to be there, so the security will be
maybe
high.
he needs security.
And it might be easy to steal from Shacklebrook.
It would be very easy to steal from Shacklebrook at that time. Yeah.
Okay, I listen, Pigeon. Listen at the door. We need to make sure we don't get caught. Yeah, but we can't get caught.
You listen while you read, motherfucker.
You got better ears than me. This is important stuff.
All right, yeah, I'll spend a few minutes while he skim reads, and I'll listen at the door, make sure no one's coming.
I next read with his father. Sorry, I know that you might not have all of this pre-prepared.
No, it's fine. The correspondence with the father is a fat stack, and it goes back years.
I read sort of front to back to front.
Sure. When the very first one you look at as the correspondence when Shacklebrook was like learning to be a wizard, when he was being taught.
Yeah.
It's like, first day at Wizarding Academy. Dear Dad, I'm so excited. And you're like, fuck that shit. And you go all the way to the back.
Okay.
I look for specifically anything that mentions us.
You start flipping through the letters. You don't see your name as you skim through it. There's a lot of them here. And I think it's probably now-ish that Pigeon, you are listening at the door, so you will hear footsteps coming down the hallway, heavy footsteps.
I'll give you like the footsteps,
I put the letters in my jacket now.
Yeah. A few moments later, the door opens, and in
hold
steps...
on, the crime scene! Step back! I kind of like put a hand out as the door opens, you know? I'm not making it so they can't open the door, but when they open the door and they go to take a step in, I like put a hand so like they don't fuck up the crime scene.
It's Kel Lionel Lanquin, the fifth level fighter who uses a great sword, who's been teaching Luther.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good to see you, brother.
I wish it was under better circumstances. How goes the investigation?
It's coming.
It's confounding. Slow. Were you one of the first responders in the morning?
I'll go back to
Sabin Twin Towers was the first. His room is just down the hall. But when the alarm went up, I was ready.
We're not really sure. Whatever happened here was clearly the work of a monster of sorts. I don't suppose you've seen that cat around.
Cat?
Yeah, the one that merchant gave the Lord a few weeks ago.
He nods. It's in the infirmary with the Lord. It's not large enough to have ripped a man to shreds like this, though.
I shrug. When everything possible is eliminated, all that remains is the impossible, my friend. Maybe it's transformed or cursed or something. Maybe check it for blood in its fur, perhaps? Something like that. And keep an eye on it tonight.
Do you think it shifts by night?
I think it shifts with the moon. It's a damn werewolf. He throws his hands up.
I draw him into the room and close the door behind him and say, there is one theory here, which is that perhaps Shacklebrook himself is cursed with lycanthropy. I don't suppose you know if he had any contact with the cursed boy that was in the keep when he turned.
He did go see the boy one day. He wanted to look him in the eyes before he gave the order.
Nothing else makes sense, right? But if it was a werewolf, he was a werewolf, surely he would have tried to escape the room. And there's no signs that the door was attempted to be forced open.
Well, we locked it this morning.
No, I mean, if it was Shacklebrook that did this, after he killed the boy, surely he would have tried to rampage further into the keep.
That's what I'm saying. When we found him, the door was not ajar, but it was unlocked. We locked it for security.
Which one?
He points to the balcony.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Do you have the key?
It's on Shacklebrook.
Can you get it?
He will go and get it right now.
Boom.
Thanks.
Keep reading.
Yeah, I pull the letters back out. How far away is that walk, Neil? How long is it going to take him?
5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of time to read.
Depending if, he stops to talk or if he just grabs the key and comes back.
Yeah, I keep reading the father's letters, trying to focus on stuff from the last year.
Yeah, the most recent letters are about the Copperheads and how they have been coming into Cauldron.
I skipped through that. I'm not interested in the Copperheads. I'm interested in things that I wouldn't necessarily know about. So if there's anything that seems like I don't know about that.
There's some personal correspondence about like members of the family. That seems to be attached to every letter. Like, oh, your Aunt Elizabeth is, having a hard time with the death of her husband.
Does it say anything about the uncle?
What uncle?
Which uncle are you talking
Love
about?
potion uncle.
Oh yeah, love potion uncle. No, that's too much of a stretch, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know his name off the top of my head.
you will scan through the letters. There are a lot of people who are mentioned, but they're all mentioned by like familial names, like Uncle Willie, which is not what any of you might know. So it's kind of opaque to you. If you were to make a copy of these letters, you could reference them and maybe piece together some information separately.
I think I pretty quickly abandoned the father's letters and moved to the Lady Tulwick ones.
They're pretty short. The first one is actually a little bit longer, a little bit more flowery, but Lady Tulwick's response, or Colonel Tulwick's response, is very short and to the point. And thereafter, Shacklebrook and her are just short and to the point. Like, they're talking about Misty Rapids, the the bandits that are there. They're talking about ogres. They're talking about Ivory and the Tether Wilds. It all seems to be like very logistical, very like we're neighboring lords and we're just talking about the spheres of influence and where they overlap. There's no social stuff. There's no flirting. There's no talk about like kingdoms or empires. It's all very like nuts and bolts practical conversation.
Okay. How long has that been since the guy left to get the key?
7 minutes.
Okay, I keep the letters for now. Right, we can't put. You haven't got. How long will it take you to put them back, Pigeon?
A minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I give them to you. Put them back.
Okay, I put him back, and then I'll close it and keep searching.
All right. So we found this.
I stand in front of the door, Neil, when he's putting the letters back in case the guy comes back, and I can like delay him for a few seconds.
I want each of you to roll me separate perception checks. There's a lot of these going around.
29.
28.
Okay, so there are a couple of interesting things in here. The bed itself seems to be fairly intact. Maybe someone came in and like half made the bed afterwards. But the bed itself doesn't have like a big pool of blood directly in it. All of the blood and carnage is actually off and away from the bed. And the bed has like, the sheets and covers were sort of like flipped up, but it's not like a big tangle of mess. And the blankets and sheets themselves are not ripped up in any way, shape, or form. There's a little bit of splattering, but it's very clear the violence happened sort of like in the middle of the room area. And that the mess didn't really extend to the bed section.
Before you go on to the next one, am I to believe that the boy was?
It's not a boy.
unclothed?
It's not Sybil. It's someone else.
Am I to believe that the person that was killed was fully clothed or not fully clothed when they were killed?
You don't see shredded clothes anywhere, and the body itself doesn't have anything in the way of clothes on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it was either naked or the clothes were taken with the perpetrator, or the clothes themselves did it.
True. Hey, man, we've seen a wardrobe kill someone.
Yep.
Used to say a pair of pants couldn't do it.
With the 28, when we go out and look at the balcony and examine that, because I'm imagining if it was unlocked, you'll take a step outside.
So we get the stuff back in the wall without the guy seeing us. And
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You step out onto the balcony and examine that. The door from the outside is fine. The balcony itself is more or less fine. There are some like little white streaks that run down the outside of the balcony that at first might look like claw scratches, but on closer inspection is bird shit. from the birds perching nearby and just sort of leaving.
How high up
white
is this?
stains. It's a 30-foot drop. We're on the 4th floor.
Onto the ground below?
Mhm.
Or is there water or something?
No, this is within the confines of the perimeter of the keep. So you'd have to breach the walls and then come. So it's just the parade grounds below.
But if I'm imagining, let's say Shacklebrook was a werewolf and he jumped out of the balcony, there would have been guards would have seen him. That would have been. He would have had to get over the wall as well.
Yep.
Okay. So I mean that doesn't sound likely. And I look down, Neil, onto the ground. Does it look like there's mark on the floor where somebody might have jumped 30 feet to the floor from there?
Body falling on floor, if it's not bleeding, isn't gonna really leave a lot of marks on the earth itself. From up here, you don't see anything. Maybe a closer inspection down below might reveal something.
Yeah, there's no blood on the balcony.
There is no. Actually, give me another perception check. This is
Both of us or him?
Just him.
24.
There are small flecks of blood on the balcony.
Okay.
I'm going to keep searching his room. I mean, Nick's outside. Or, sorry, Luther's outside. Pigeon keeps searching. This is like the only time I'm ever going to get to search fucking Shacklebrook's shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fucking maintain it.
I also turn around and look at I'm assuming if I come out of the balcony and I turned around, I'd be looking up a wall that would lead to the rest of the keep.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
so
there's I think a floor above, and then you've got the roof.
Any blood on the wall? Any signs that anyone climbed that wall?
No blood on the wall. There are some windows above. You used to be a professional thief. You could climb this wall without too much problem. Like, it's a newly built castle, so it's not like an easy check, but a good thief would have a good chance of climbing this wall.
Is Lanquill still in the room with us?
No, he hasn't come back yet.
Wait, but how did we get the key to open the door?
You're right. He did come back. I forgot. Yeah, so he is in the room. He's standing around. He handed you the key. Pigeon is looking probably for Shacklebrook stuff, but looking like he's looking for clues. Yeah.
I get Lanquill to close the door when I'm out on the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
And
He'll close
I inspect the door from the outside. Any signs of forced entry or?
No, the door looks normal. It's also solid red oak banded with brass on the outside.
Any blood on the door?
Not from the outside. No blood on the door. Nothing on the handles. Nope, just a few flecks on the ground.
Did Shacklebrook wake up in the bed to this, or did he come? Was he here last night?
He woke up in the bed like this. He screamed and cried, and the Twin Towers came running. And then Shacklebrook was out of the bed and had grabbed his staff.
Did he have clothes on?
I did not ask Kel Twin Towers if the Lord sleeps in the buff or not. Perhaps
I'll need to ask. Yeah. Can you grab him for us?
Well, also, Lanquill, it would be good if you could go and speak to the guards that were on the wall that night. We'll see if they saw anything.
Isn't that your job?
Well, we're searching the crime scene.
Sure, if you've got better things to do, no worries.
I do.
Okay, well, is he leaving?
No, he is asking, is there anything that you need to help you? Aside from the keys to the balcony, which you now have.
Can you get me a, spyglass? Spyglass?
It means a magnifying glass.
No, I mean a spyglass.
I don't think
and
I
I'll
have
take a
one.
magnifying glass, too. What about a magnifying glass?
He shakes his
We don't
head.
have any of those. Okay, yeah. Then you're useless. Bye-bye.
He goes.
All right, I keep
Now
really
you
searching
can
the room.
really search. Okay.
I close the door.
Did I hear that Twin Tower is with Lord Shacklebrook, or is he back in his room?
Yeah, all of the knights are gathered with Lord Shacklebrook. Okay. Total defense mode here, bunker down, keep an eye on everything until we know what's going on and can assess the threats properly. And everyone is in the med room, the infirmary.
Sorry, I know you're waiting for answers, Moot. I checked the wardrobe, Neil. Was that a jar open or closed? I looked to see if there's blood on the inside of the wardrobe or on the outside of the doors. Was it open at the time the murder happened? Same for any like drawers or anything like that. Like I'll open them and try and discern if anything was either opened by the murderer post the act or was open at the time that the murder happened, based on the presence of blood.
Yeah. You start looking around for that. Mooten, you're looking for any other little hidden compartments, hidden things, little bits of insight that could tell you about Lord Shacklebrook.
Yeah.
Have an answer. I don't like the answer. The answer is you find a glass bottle of olive oil in his nightstand drawer.
Nice.
I think that's the only thing that's really surprising that you might find around here. Yeah.
I know what he's doing. All right, I'm gonna leave this room. I'm gonna try Kel Twin Towers' door.
Yeah, you head out into the hallway, down to Twin Towers' room. It's unlocked. It swings open. The room is a little bit of a mess right now. You know, he's not been in great shape. He's been living in his room for a few days now. And it's just a little bit, kind of a mess.
I'm gonna search it, and I think if anybody finds me doing it, I think it's pretty reasonable. Twin Towers is probably the only guy I could think of in this fucking castle who could do something like this, based on his pure fucking strength and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna search his room. I'm gonna look for hidden compartments, hidden shit.
All right. I think we should take a break and come back on the other side with a little more Hardly Heroes.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and we're back. So, we got questions. We got answers. I've made some notes. Twin Towers bedroom. All right, I've got a list of things in here. I need you to do... Well, this one's an auto success.
Okay.
First thing you see in Twin Towers' room is that it's covered in old dirty clothes. Like, he takes his clothes off, he chucks them on the floor, he doesn't pick them up. They're old and they're sweaty because like knight's clothing, so it just reeks like a bad locker room.
I assume normally he has like a maid who comes in, but he's obviously going through some shit right now, and he even rebuffed Pigeon at the door. So that's kind of why Pigeon's assuming that he's like dirty as fuck right now. But
yeah. You'll also see that there's like a big family flag with the family crest on the wall, like hung over. And, it's his little Twin Towers estate over here. So he's got his big family flag on the wall.
Can I give you a quick intelligence check to see if I know what family that's from?
It's the Twin Towers family.
Twin Tower.
Oh, okay.
It's his family. Yeah. 100% no.
Okay, perfect.
You also see an altar to Bellum, the god of war, on a different wall. A small little, nicely well-kept altar with candles and a little miniature sword and shield and bow that's been carved out of soapstone and has been placed up there. It's got a little sacrificial
Is there anything
plate.
in the sacrificial plate?
There's some melted wax and a couple of like old chicken bones.
Okay. I'll pick up the sacrificial plate and I'll slide a gold coin under it.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I'll say to Bellum, I hope that he can help me out one day.
Maybe you'll get a +1 sword.
Hey, help me out. They took my dagger. And I keep searching.
Yeah, give me 3 perception checks.
1, 2, 3.
25, 35, 36 easies across the board. So you'll also find a new small shrine to Ponos. This is a clear little, there's just like a little, he's got a chest and there's clothes and other crap all around it. But you've also noticed that he's managed to like make a little chalk drawing of Ponos on the wall above the chest. And what you thought might have been like a discarded small plate that might have held crackers or something is actually a little sacrificial offering plate. Upon which he's placed a stack of gold and silver coins on top of it. And there's some other little, makeshift trinkets to the god of suffering, like some scabs and a little bit of...
Some scabs?
Yeah, like some scabs that he's like peeled off of his arm and he's left in the plate.
I'm gonna put
It's grim.
I'm gonna put a silver coin, Neil, and I'm gonna take a gold coin.
Mark it on your character sheet, buddy.
I did, yeah. Fuck him. Fuck that god. All right.
You'll also find a trunk that is unlocked with a large cache of weapons in it. There's swords, there's maces, there's pickaxes, there's war hammers, there's daggers,
I'm looking at
there's
daggers.
knives.
Any daggers or knives that are metal?
They're all metal.
Oh.
Do you mean
Wait,
steel?
I mean steel.
No. No, these are all ordinary weapons.
Right.
They
Don't
look
care.
a lot like training weapons, so you shut the box. You don't care.
Keep going.
There is
I didn't even shut the box, because did I open the box?
Yes, it had to be.
If I
opened.
open the box, I shut the box.
Yeah. There's another box underneath the bed.
Locked.
No, it's unlocked.
Oh, I check it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
You-
check it for traps first, obviously, because I'm not started.
Well, I mean, that's not a given. Go ahead and what's your chat?
32.
It's perfect. Yeah, not trapped. You slide it open. In here is it's like the trunk of family heirlooms. It's got his like scrolls, his papers of what's it like anointment or something. His scrolls of pedigree are in here. Family records, like a tome of son of this person, son of this person,
Signet
son of this
ring?
person. No, he wears a signet ring.
Okay.
It also has like a little small box within the box that opens up and has what you're guessing is like family heirloom jewelry. It's probably like his mother's wedding ring or his father's wedding ring and some amulets and necklaces and jewelry and earrings, like men's and women's jewelry across the board. They don't look like his type. He's not the man to wear jewelry, but he keeps this small box of like very nice antique jewelry.
Oh,
Probably
man,
family
and they're
heirlooms.
old, huh?
Yeah.
If they were magic, he'd be wearing them 100%.
I don't know if he would. I swiped the dad's wedding ring. I think he never looks in here.
Dude, come on. It's such a bad idea.
Just for now.
Give me a moment.
I hope Panos is watching.
Well, I stole from his shrine. He probably is. He was like, oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Panos checks his pockets, find himself down a gold coin.
That's really funny to me. Like
It'd
the
be funny
gods
if that's how it works, wouldn't it?
this motherfucker.
He's on his
Okay.
way to the pub. He goes to pay for his round.
All right.
Down a
What do I
gold coin.
what should I put on my sheet?
Twin Towers dad's wedding ring.
Twin Towers dad wedding ring. So the reason that you take this one is because the wedding ring, that's where the magic items are, by the way. If you're ever thinking about it, it's specifically on the ring finger. So I'm taking that.
Okay. Done. Swiped.
And I'll close that and I'll keep searching.
There's nothing else of interest in here. He's got some clothes,
He's a
he's got like a
simple man.
shield. But yeah, he's a simple man.
I'm out of here. I close the door.
Cool.
I'm going to reverse lock it.
Okay.
No one's in the
Do you keep
area?
your picks on you all the time? Like when you're
Oh.
woken up early in the morning, you keep your picks on you?
Oh, yeah.
Of course he does.
Oh,
All right. 100%. You
That's his
can
number one
reverse lock the door.
identity.
give
Is
me
a
your
lockpicker.
give me your lockpick check. Don't roll a 1. He rolls a 1.
I don't know.
It's been a while
seems
since
like
we've done this.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it. I feel like the door is fucking broken, and I'm like, oh, I can't fucking lock this shit. I'll just get out of here.
Okay. A lock jams if the check is a natural 1, is what the notes say.
Oh, shit.
So I think
Oh,
you go to
that-
lock it and it gets jammed. And, well, that's that. Best to walk
That's that.
away.
I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
That happens. Sometimes
That
locks,
happens.
fuck
That's
up.
just-
They're
Yeah,
old,
it's true.
you know? You don't have precise
happens,
interchangeable parts. It's a rugged world.
I have a question, and I need to know.
Mhm.
No, I don't need to know. I do it. When this lock jams on the way back to the room, I swallow his dad's gold key or gold ring.
Okay.
I'll figure that out later. I
Later.
don't want to
Just
be caught
swallow
with
it.
that.
Yep.
I swallow that shit.
Okay. Smart. Smart.
You
Good.
come back in the room. I'm still looking around.
I cough a little bit. All right, let me get to looking, and Pigeon will start actually.
As
doing searching.
as you're searching, I'm gonna vocalize my thoughts. Okay, Pigeon, I reckon there's 3 possibilities here. Number 1, Shacklebrook's a werewolf. Doesn't look like he tried to escape through the door in the outside of the room. Maybe he tried to escape over the balcony. If that's true, we need to search the ground on the floor to see if there's evidence of him jumping out. We need to ask the guards on the walls to see if they saw anything.
Okay.
Number 2, some sort of crazy fucked up monster that found its way in here and only killed the other guy for some reason. Number 3, a wizard did it. Maybe they teleported in, they summoned a monster, directed it to kill the kid, and then left. If that's the case, maybe Shacklebrook remembers something.
Can you go ask Shacklebrook then to go get a? We need him to cast magic in here.
I'm gonna have a word with him. You keep searching. You all right to do that? And I'll go and talk to him.
Oh yeah. And I'll actually start searching Neil.
Okay. I leave Neil and I head down to the room where Shacklebrook is.
So while you're searching the room for normal stuff, not secrets, while you're just like doing a good job being the core detective, let's talk about the things you find in Shacklebrook's place. Very quickly, you're drawn to his work desk. This is where he keeps a whole bunch of books. How's your reading coming along these days, Pigeon?
I mean, I assume Luther's been teaching me a little bit.
Yeah, I remember a while ago you were trying to learn to read. Did we get
I want
you?
to learn to read. I never got a proficiency.
We never
or anything,
got you a
but-
literacy proficiency. Okay.
No.
So there's a bunch of books over here. I think Luther might have glanced at them before. They're more academic in nature. And as you start going through the desk, you'll find like there's a drawer. In this drawer are some art supplies and some large pieces of paper, nice paper, upon which Lord Shacklebrook has made drawings of people. At the front are a bunch of drawings of Tristram Basket, the dead man in charge.
Yeah.
His
What kind of
friend.
drawings are we talking about here?
Some of them are of just him standing there. Some of them are a little bit more Titanic in nature.
Got it.
For those of
Titanic.
you who are young, new drawings. Draw me like your French girls. Sorry, kids.
Oh, I see.
Some of them are clearly done with like someone in front of you, and some of them are done probably more from memory. There's varying qualities.
Certain things are missized.
At the backs of these drawings, none of them are ridiculous. They're not cartoonish. They're honest attempts at artistry. At the very back, I need you to make me a charisma check. Because his art's not very good. They're drawings of a woman. There are 3 of them of a woman.
Okay.
You don't recognize her with an 18 on the charisma check.
I say, oh, that's Lemon. Oh yeah, that's her.
Mm.
He's doing it from memory. And I keep going.
You'll also find in this area other writing supplies, ink and ponce and all the things that you need to maintain a writing desk. But you'll also find in one of the drawers 5 bags of gold and 5 bags of silver.
I'm not interested in ripping them off right now.
Okay. You will find a cabinet on the wall near the desk, a wall-mounted cabinet that opens up and has what you can only assume to be spell components. Lots of little jars, some glass vials here and there, some bags. It smells pungent and weird, and some things are kept in different compartments.
Pigeon wouldn't be interested in this.
Yeah. In terms of the murder scene, when you're looking around, you get the same clue that Luther got earlier, that the balcony door seemed to be open at the time of death because a little bit of blood flecked out there, but everything else seems to have been buttoned up. Wardrobes are shut. He has wardrobes, they have clothes in them, whatever. The chests in the room were shut. Everything else seems to have been tidily put away, except for the door was open. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go out onto the balcony and I'll just climb down.
You'll just climb.
I'll,
you're on the fourth floor. You'll have to climb down
got a
3
rope.
stories. Okay.
I'll tie like the rope upstairs. I don't know, to like the doorknob or wherever I think's best. And then I'll just climb down and I'll do a search on the way down as well.
As you get onto the balcony and attach the rope, you can see the guards on the walls. Some of them are like looking up at you. They will recognize you. You wave at them, they wave at you. You rappel from the castle wall. I think you're a little cognizant at this time that it is dawn. It is early morning. People are out and about. And so anyone in the town might be able to see you rappel down the castle wall. Not that that matters in any way, shape, or form to you, but just there will probably be rumors in the town about why the detective is rappelling from the Lord's walls. You rappel down looking
Let
for
them speak.
looking for clues. Give me a perception check. 33. Excellent check here. You see nothing out of the ordinary. There's no signs of struggles. There's no signs of climbing equipment. A really, really good thief might be able to climb this wall without leaving any signs.
Yeah.
But you don't see any. You make it all the way down to the ground below. It's been raining a lot. The ground down here is not completely hard packed and dry, actually. It's a little soft. When your feet land, you give it like a slight squish. So you can search the grounds around. And right up near right underneath the balcony area seems to be pretty soft, but intact without any new prints, except for the ones you're making right now. A little bit further away, there are like tracks where people walk around in the area or maybe have brought some horses. And so the more out towards the middle you get, the more chaotic and confused. And there's too many tracks to really see what's going on. But right underneath...
At this point, I'm thinking magic.
Okay.
Lord Shacklebrook probably, if he's a werewolf, him and the guy probably just accidentally left the thing open last night. They maybe were drinking too much, etc. Maybe he left it cracked to get some fucking air in here. I mean, it doesn't seem like he did anything untoward or anybody untoward came in unless it was magical. But I think it is something to tell Lord Shacklebrook, hey, that door can never be opened again. Like, sorry, you've lost your balcony. There's assassins probably coming to kill you. I'm gonna try. I have my rope still. I'm gonna try and find the best place around here to climb up. So in case I ever do need to assault this castle, I'm gonna know where exactly to go. So I'm gonna give it like a good long walk around, and I'm gonna try and find the best spot just for my own memory in the future.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and do it.
Yeah. You can look all over these walls of this castle, and it is pretty well built. There aren't any major flaws. The balcony on the Lord's door, maybe a flaw. You can get to the balcony, you can cast knock, you can open the door. That's probably the only weakness. All the windows have bars, or they are too small to really let a person through. But again, you could reduce someone if you could reduce them small enough, or you could maybe reduce a halfling and get them through, or a gnome could climb up there and reduce themselves and maybe get through, maybe. You can probably scale the walls to the top. They are, well built, but as we said earlier, a good thief could climb them. I think we've got castle walls generally incur a -12 check, and these are castle walls. So a good thief like you could probably do it. You want to give me a climb check?
I mean, I'll try as long as am I going to take damage here if I fall? I'll do it near my rope that's already there, so I can hopefully catch it, etc. So thief skill, I'll give you a climb check. Here you go.
It's been a while since you've done this. It's -12. You haven't climbed. You are way out of practice. You end up rolling an 11. I think you start on the castle wall, and just you're that edge of your fingers that used to have those calluses are starting to hurt a little bit more, and you lose your grip, and you don't really make it up very far at all before you abandon. But you could
I'll climb back up with my rope.
You scale back up into the building.
I don't see anything. I'll undo my rope, I'll put it back on, and I will close the door. And I'm gonna fuck around with the lock. I'm curious, can I give a lockpick check to see how good this lock is?
Yeah.
31.
This is a common lock. It's only
it's
openable from the inside. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. If we ever need to get out of this castle, that's a good lock to go to.
There you go.
I
I think that's all the clues you find for now. Let's flip over to Luther. You said you were heading.
Oh, wait, before we switch over, I think Pigeon might have dropped one of Shacklebrook's drawings.
Oh, this thing over here? Yeah.
I mean, come on, this is high effort.
Pretty good.
It's a high effort drawing. Beautiful.
Right, we can delete it there.
What's the what was the little orange blob on the top left corner?
Oh, that was like the golden like stick that the scroll would be wrapped around.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Can I check under Shacklebrook's pillows / in his bed? You said his bed was pretty well made, and it was I want to toss his bed. Search around there. Curious. Seems weird.
Yeah. You search through the bed. There's nothing interesting. There's no hidden scrolls or swords or daggers or poison rings underneath the pillows.
No socks or anything like at the bottom.
No socks at the bottom of the bed whatsoever.
Okay.
No, actually, that aside from the area where the covers were pulled back, it was, well made. Like the bed was tucked in. You know how you go to like a hotel and they tuck it nice and tight? It was nice and tight tucked in at the bottom and a little bit on the sides, but had been opened near the top so you could get on either end, and one side had been like thrown open.
Okay, cool.
Man, as a tall person, I hate when they do that at hotels. I always have to pull out because my feet get stuck.
Of course.
It's second only to, when you get those beds that have like a board at the end of them.
You
can't put your feet over the edge of the bed. Oh my god, that is just so miserable.
Are you so tall that your feet hang off your bed?
I mean, but if I fully stretch out, my feet are going to hit the end of the footboard.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you use like 3 layers of pillows behind your head? Are you like scooted down?
I do have a lot of pillows, yeah.
Okay.
I do scoot
because you're not
down
that
bit,
much taller than me, and I don't have that problem. But if you have a lot of pillows, I could see that. If you lose a foot of headroom to a cozy pillow environment, I could easily see that. Yeah. I was wondering if maybe European beds are shorter.
Trust me, 3 or 4 inches can make a difference. Okay, yeah, I head down to wherever Shacklebrook is. Like, I don't know exactly where he is, but I will ask one of
he's in the infirmary.
One of the staff. Yeah. Oh, he's in the infirmary, yeah. So I head down to Annabelle Redshield's infirmary.
You find her
on the door.
In the infirmary. The doors are open, and Sabin Twin Towers is standing in the doorway, kind of watching back and forth.
How does he look?
Acid burned, angry. His hair's sort of falling out. He looks like shit. Yeah, he's got like purple swelling all over the place. He looks mean and angry. He's got armor on. And
he's got
a
armor
sword
on.
in one hand. Yeah, he's always worn light armor, and he's got his light armor.
I just give him a nod. I don't say anything to him.
Mm-hmm. He moves aside just enough to let you squeeze past him, and then fills the doorway.
I take in the room. Who's in here?
We have Kel Sabin Twin Towers in the doorway. Wilhelm Shacklebrook at a table. Kel Lionel Landquist, Kel Edwin Campbell, Kel Bell Blanche, and Kel Ann Castor are sort of around the room. Ann Castor and Bell Blanche are talking to each other. Lionel and Campbell are just sort of on opposite corners. Lionel near one of the other doors that's closed, and Campbell in the far back corner. He normally is a bowman. I mean, he has his bow and arrows and everything with him, but he's got his arm resting on his longsword at the moment.
Is Redshield here?
Yes. Basil Sternworf is here. Wolfsten Freeman is here. Annabelle Redshield is here. And Sybil, the cupbearer, are here.
The cat's here as well, yeah.
You look around. The cat is currently sitting on the table next to Lord Shacklebrook. And Lord Shacklebrook is just like gently running his hands through the cat's neck.
Evil villain like. I stand 5 feet away from the table and sort of wait to be addressed. My lord?
Mm-hmm. Did you find anything?
Well, it's a very confounding situation. I was hoping to ask you a few questions about what you remember, if you don't mind. Maybe Might be easy to do it in private. I say, and I give him a look that says, I won't judge you for going both ways, but I understand you might not want to speak openly.
He makes a dismissive hand gesture, and everyone begins to shuffle out of the room, leaving just Sabin Twin Towers standing in the doorway. And he will, step in and shut the door and stand facing the door a few feet away from it. So his back is to the two of you.
I look back at Twin Tower and I look back to Shacklebrook as if to say, like, we good?
He gives you a nod.
All right, well, so first off, it's a real mess in there. And I don't know how much of it you saw before you got out, but that is not the work of any man. There's no way a man could do that. Never mind ripping the body parts around, but there's claw marks over what's left of him. Definitely the work of some sort of creature. Now, what do you remember from the night before? I assume you and Tristram were spending some time together. You fell asleep and then woke up to that?
Yes.
When you awoke,
I felt something. I woke up because I felt like I wasn't alone in the room. I had a distinct feeling of something. I just that urge that I'm not alone. And I woke up and looked around hurriedly. It was dark. Dawn was just arriving. I noticed the balcony door was open.
Shadow plane? Ooh.
Say that again?
I noticed the balcony door was open.
It was closed when you went to sleep?
I always close it. I always close
You're
it.
certain?
I always lock it. It's never open.
Well, as I've told you before, Coop is a lock pick of most expertise, and there is no way that door could be opened by mundane means from the outside.
I know.
So that leaves only one option, really, doesn't it? Magic. I don't suppose that you have any spells about you or any protections that might stop a summoned creature
He
from
shakes his head.
attacking you.
No.
And
Nothing he knows of, though.
You don't.
Pardon me for
You
the
don't know
question,
about
my lord.
this, but during the war, when the demons were besieging the walls, there was a group that formed within the inner castle, within the inner city. This idea was floated that it was an all or nothing existential moment of crisis. That if we did not work together fully and wholeheartedly without care for rank or position, we would all succumb. A great wealth of equipment, magical items of that nature, protective, offensive devices, consumables were pooled together in defense of the castle, in defense of the city. Many of those things never made their way, most of those things never made their way back to their original owners once the demons were gone. The wealth of magical items from the nobility of Stromheim has largely been stolen or lost. My family, there's not much left.
At least you've got a magic sword. I give him a wink. There's one other option. Okay, we were thinking perhaps it could have been a wizard, but maybe the attack came from within the room. Now, I think back to a few weeks past and the fate that befell the young knight that was here. I don't suppose there is any chance that you came into contact with the infected, the cursed boy, whilst he was in the dungeon. There's no chance that, and I'm just...
Werewolves turn the night before, the night of, and the night after.
So it couldn't have been yourself.
He shakes his head.
And what about The cat.
He looks over at the cat. That one?
What if it's polymorphed or something?
He's scratching the cat. I don't see why he goes evil in the middle of the night and kills everything. He's jealous of attention. A wizard? A polymorphed wizard. A man with such capacity as to change his form. Wants to come and spend some time in my keep and kill my servant?
The thing that doesn't make sense is if this was a wizard who is your enemy, say the Copperheads, for example, if they've got such power, they had the opportunity to finish you off there and then, so why not take it? If this is a message, then why not leave a message?
He shakes his head. I don't know. I can't understand why anyone in this world would... Why would anyone want to kill Tristram? He hasn't done anything. He doesn't have any power. He doesn't have any influence. His family's from Highcastle. They're not even from around here. He's not... He wasn't important in any way.
The target has to be you, my lord. Surely if they wanted Tristram dead, they could have found an easier time to do it than when he was in your chambers.
So what is the message then? They can get to me whenever they want, and I need to fall in line?
I shrugged. That's about the only thing that makes sense, right? But who's giving them it? Fall in line with whom?
It's not a very good message then, is it?
No. Do you
Unless
have any more
this is
enemies
part
other
two
than
of the Copperheads saying they can get to me no matter what.
I don't think that they've got this in them.
But if
They want you dead, right? They'd have just taken the opportunity if they had the chance.
They would have.
Do you have any other enemies that I don't know about?
Not like this. Rivals in school. Old family rivalries that don't matter anymore. The guy, men in tassel, the thieves there.
There's no way they can do this. They're a bunch of thugs. They haven't got magic like this. I turn to Twin Tower and I say, Kel Twin Tower, did you hear anything the night of before you were drawn by our Lord's cries?
Still facing the door, he says, I didn't wake to anything, but when I heard his cries, I checked on the door and it hadn't been opened. I can guarantee you, no one came from the inside. No one opened that door after I put them to bed.
So somebody's come in from the outside. It would have to be a wizard that could fly or climb the wall. I'll speak to the guards on the wall and see if they saw anything.
What about Divin
It'd have to be a
Armstrong?
wizard. Well, yeah, I was about to ask about him. What about him?
I have his protege's spell book.
Where is it?
That happened before I gave you the spell book, no? Or at least the next night.
That same night. I don't know.
Still have the spell book?
Well, we should talk about Divin Armstrong because when I was held captive, I was speaking to his protege, and by all accounts, she was a very kind woman. She seemed good from my encounters with her. But the imp that killed her, you said they usually belong to wizards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it could have been Armstrong's wizard imp? The monster that was interested in all of the doings and comings and goings around this place had no interest in Shirebrook at all. Seemed like it already knew a lot about Shirebrook. Didn't want to know anything about Divin Armstrong.
Probably had asked the protege, the apprentice, everything and gotten everything about Shirebrook it could.
Perhaps, but she was still alive.
She even told you, and you would remember this, that they never asked her a question.
Yeah, she claimed that they never asked her any questions at all.
They never asked her anything.
No, the imp just came up and killed her and said, you should never have come to Shirebrook. She did mention to me, my lord, that Divan was to hold a party in Shirebrook in some months' time, or in some weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about this?
Yes. On Malchus's high holiday in the middle of May, Fool's Day.
Well, I think if we go, we should be cautious, and perhaps Pigeon and I could come with you and do some research while we're there.
Let us think about whether to attend that or not. I have other plans I will need you for before then. As soon as you've wrapped up your
No rest for the
investigation.
wicked, it seems. Well, I'm afraid, my lord, as skilled as I am as a detective and a sheriff, the realms of magic are beyond my expertise. This is what this seems like. I don't know how anyone else could have opened that door. I don't know how anyone else could do that to a body without waking you up first, or during.
They could have been in the room before I went to sleep, hidden while I was out and about, waited until night came.
So the door was open.
The
Earlier in
balcony
the day.
door?
Yeah.
I
An
often go
invisible
out there in the
person maybe
morning.
could have snuck in.
It's possible that I left the door unlocked and an invisible person climbed a wall and snuck in and hid under the bed until...
But even then, no man could do that to Tristram. It would have to be a beast of some sort. I was thinking maybe wizards can summon monsters, right? Like a troll or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But why would it...
Well, then it would be under the command of the wizard, right? So he could have directed it only to kill Tristram and to leave you be.
And when the spell ends, the creature
Troll
disappears.
And the wizard leaves. But how? Through the door and closes it behind him if he had a magic. If he had magic to open the door. But to summon a creature like that would have to be a powerful wizard, no?
Whatever message they're sending, it's not clear. They are a terrible messenger. But it is clear that we are in some trouble.
We are beset on all sides, it seems.
I think we might have to ask Highcastle for some help. This thing in the Black Pine Marsh cannot be left unattended. It must be dealt with.
Wholeheartedly agree, but who knows where the thing is now.
Well, when you've wrapped up your investigation, I'm going to send you and the detective up to Highcastle with a letter to summon help. We will call upon our liege lord in the city.
Highcastle, not Stromheim?
He shakes his head. No, there's nothing in Stromheim. Highcastle is where the current king resides. If he lasts any
with the current
longer.
king at some point? Or we met with one of the kings. I did in... Maybe it was in...
Oh, in a different campaign, maybe. Not in this
Yeah, I want to say I met with the king in fucking... What was the dwarf? When I was a dwarf?
campaign. Desperate Measures.
Yeah, did I meet with the king of Highcastle in Desperate Measures? I don't know. I feel like I
I
did.
think so.
I would appreciate some time to recover my strength. I am still weakened from my ordeal.
Of course. We will need you tip-top.
Could I, okay, well, thanks for the chat, and discretion is assured. You can bring your knights back in. Can I speak with Lady Redshield?
Mm-hmm. He nods.
All right.
And makes a motion.
I go back out and speak to Redshield in the hall while all the knights file back into the room.
Yeah. Everyone else comes back in. Sybil comes in. You can pause Red Shield in the hallway. She looks at you. You know, her hands are... she's got like small gloves on. Little white gloves that she's wearing. They don't have very much blood on them at all. She's got a pack of bandages and some other stuff. She looks a little...
Burnt out.
not quite burnt out, but just like spooked, you know, like a little shook.
Yeah. Redshield, I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I'm sorry if I've pulled any of my stitches, but can I chat about... I assume you examined Shacklebrook this morning.
Yes, I did.
Did you find anything untoward on him?
No, not a scratch.
Nothing at all?
A couple... She looks to the door and she looks to you. A couple of old boils that needed lancing. but nothing serious, nothing related to
Was
an
there
injury or an attack.
Any blood on him?
Yes, little tiny bits. Dot on his face, a little bit in his hair.
Seems that the bed in the room is mostly untouched with blood as well. So the idea that Shacklebrook slept through whatever happened tracks then.
How could surely such a thing would make noise though, right?
Silent spell.
Must be magic involved. That's all that we can surmise.
Yeah, must
She
be
gives a
silence
shudder.
too.
Should I come to you or will you visit my house later? I'm to be traveling to Highcastle as soon as possible so I could do with recovering my strength.
I have a feeling the castle's going to be on a bit of a lockdown. It might be best for you to join us here.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Okay, well, I'm going to check back in with Coop. I'll see you later. I head back upstairs.
She heads back into the infirmary, and you can see she like pauses at the door and is talking to Twin Towers about something. It almost looks like she's pleading with him for something, and he sort of like rebuffs her, and she heads into the...
I stop and try and listen, Neil. I roll an eavesdrop.
That's gonna... You don't want to roll an
lose
eavesdrop.
XP.
You're multi-classing, or dual-classing. You don't want to lose
true.
XP.
So I take it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it back.
You can pause and just sort of listen.
Yeah, I do that.
You know, he says, enough
I
of your...
don't engage
administrations.
all of my healing. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
enough
so
of your
she's
administrations.
asking to be led back in.
No. She's trying to tend to his wounds. And he's like, enough of this. Get away.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I head back upstairs. I come into the room. You find anything?
Shake my head. No, not really. There's nothing here. I mean, as I said before, we need to detect magic or something.
He seemingly slept through the whole thing.
Oh, it must have been a silent spell.
Yeah, he said that the door to the balcony was 100% closed when he went to sleep.
Do you think it was a racer? Do you think he learned magic yet? He's gonna get us out?
Could be, yeah, mate. Well, I don't know. He wouldn't be that strong, would he?
He's a genius, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the stones to do something like this.
Yeah, he would have told us. He would have got us or something, too.
Listen, I mentioned he brought up Divin Armstrong, the wizard in Shirebrook.
Yeah.
Seems like the two of them aren't on best terms, but I brought up that party that you read about. I said that the Lady Celinda mentioned it to me. He said that he'll think about what to do, whether we should go or not, but I suggested that maybe we could go along and do some investigating while we were there, if that comes to that. But he said that this thing that I was captured with needs to be dealt with, and we're to go to Highcastle to ask for help with a letter.
Pigeon's eyes go wide. Highcastle?
It'll not be
whisper to you.
a week or something. I need to recover my strength.
What if we take these gems and just say whoever came and killed that guy also took, we could sell these in Highcastle.
Look, that is a good point. Someone could have just taken them.
Maybe we even just take 2. We take 4.
Doesn't make sense. You take them all or take none, right?
Yeah, but if we take them all, where are we going to hide them? Until we leave.
We shouldn't do it. We've made a choice here, Pigeon.
Yeah, we have. But if we just take 2, think of all the things we could buy. We could really get this place going.
It's good that we found them. If shit hits the fan here, I'm with you 100%. We get in here, we get them, and we leave. Until that day comes, I think we should stick with the loyalties that we've built up here.
So we don't steal anything?
We can steal shit in Highcastle if you want.
Well... He kind of puts his fingers like this. I kind of did a bad.
Wait, what happened?
I went into Twin Towers' room and I stole his dad's wedding ring.
You did what?
And then I accidentally fucked his lock up.
Well, wait, can't you just get in there and put it back?
I swallowed the ring.
Well, okay.
I got scared.
when they fit, you're gonna have to break back in there and put that back at some point.
I can't. The door's fucked.
I know, but surely they'll fix it.
But what I'm saying is, we need to steal those gems because it's gonna look like, you know.
Oh, locks fuck up all the time.
Well,
Did you put the letters back?
Yes.
Yes.
We said
we
that?
put the letters back. Yeah.
We said that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, remember? Because I was asking. It was when the guy went to get the key.
I mean, it seems like we have unadulterated access. I'm gonna keep looking in here.
Oh, man,
like
60,000 gold is insane. Like we could just move to Akuba and live life of kings.
Yeah.
If you can move the sapphires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
we'd get killed.
just keep
They'd be
fucking
obviously
searching
pissed
around in
off.
here, Neil. I mean, there's nothing else to find, but like, if I have unlimited time, I'll have unlimited time to find hidden shit if there's
That's
more.
true.
So
That's true. So far, they have left you here for.
yeah.
It's been like 2 hours that you've had. You spent
keep
some of
going.
that time searching the outside,
I did.
and some of the time climbing, and yeah. So you've searched the room. You found everything that you think could be of interest in here.
Yep.
You're convinced that there are more secrets, so you're taking your time to really, really search the room. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So if I was
Big
him,
room.
I wouldn't have it in the same spot as the other shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he likes to hide things in the walls. So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna check all the walls again, but I'm also gonna check the floorboards too, because the floorboards are that's a moneymaker. And I assume the roof is
there are no wooden floorboards. It is a stone floor you walk upon.
Well, he likes to hide it shit in stone.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go and check all of the stone. I mean,
Yeah.
if I got hours, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
While
you'll
you're
have to
doing
lift
that,
up
then, I'm
carpets and
gonna-
everything, but you can totally do it. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to the guards on the walls. So
Okay.
I leave him to his machinations.
All right.
Oh, last thing before I leave, Neil. I've killed a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people be killed. Can I guess from the state of the blood when the murder took place?
Judging, give me 2 intelligence checks. One for your high mark and one for your low mark. 19 and 12. Bad checks. It's hard to put a proper window on this. Judging by the blood that was dried, or judging by the blood that was still wet, it couldn't have happened more than 12 hours ago. And judging by how fast some of the blood has dried, you put the other murder maybe 10 minutes before you arrived home. The window is the whole night with those 2 checks.
They need to add a roll in Roll20 where you can you're just rolling to the DM, but you can't even see the roll.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a
it's
GM
fucking-
roll, does that happen?
No, you can see the
The
roll.
GM
you
could
make.
see it, I
You
guess,
see
right?
it, yeah.
But yeah, it's just because sometimes, for this in check, for example, he probably shouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are things that I could do secretly, but it's so much
Yeah.
more fun to have the players
Players roll for it.
roll
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dice. Yeah. It's an eternal problem. The rumor,
100%.
legend has it that when Gary Gygax used to run campaigns, he would roll all of the dice, every single die he would roll behind a screen, and his players would never touch a die. They would just explain what was happening, and then he would do all the seat rolls himself.
Interesting.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, reading between the lines there, you're telling me that it could have happened anytime during the night,
Yes. With that in check.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 2? It could have happened
Yeah.
a week ago.
Okay, I go to leave, Neil. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I leave. I'm going to try and find the guards. Is there a barracks where all the guards on the wall would stay?
Hold on. Let me do pigeon. I need you to roll me a D4, and I want you to roll as high as you want to roll as high as possible.
2.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll me a perception check at -8.
Okay. 34 minus 8.
Ooh. So 26.
That will pass. right? Was -8 was the right roll? Yes.
I mean, if it's -10.
So while Luther is out looking for guards, Pigeon, you will be interrupted after 2 hours. Someone's going to come back up, be like, hey, we need the room again. It's time for the servants to come in and clean everything. Have you searched everything to your content?
Wait, sorry, just before you carry on, as I leave, just before I close the door, I turn back to Pigeon and I say, don't steal the gems. And I close the door.
If they tell me that, I'll tell them, no, give me another hour. I'm looking for magical residue. I just fucking...
Yeah, sure. They leave a couple of maids near the door, and when you're done, they'll come in and start cleaning. But there's people standing around now waiting to come in. So you're going to lose your privacy.
That's fine. I'll ask the maids to go get me food and water, and I'll tip them 10 gold. No,
10 gold.
Not 10. Sorry, I'll tip them 3 gold.
Yeah, they'll absolutely put down their mops and buckets and go to the kitchen and get you some stuff and come back. But that only eats up a little bit of time.
Yeah. I'll give them 3 gold. I say, come back in an hour with some food. It's going to be a bit. So, go take a break.
Yeah, pass the check. I think you're good.
Yeah.
They stand uncomfortably. They're under direct orders to clean this room as soon as possible, and they're supposed to hurry you up. Like they are assigned here to hurry. You just shut them out.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about 2 maids. They can stand outside and wait for me to be done.
Okay, we're going to come back to that storyline. That's unfinished. Luther, you head out into the grounds. All the guards that were on watch last night and all the guards that work here are up and on the walls patrolling presently. When you talk to Kel Joyce Sunderland, she will direct you to the people who were on watch the night before, and she'll call for them to be gathered before you. You have
all right, chaps,
4 guards.
ladies.
Mm-hmm.
You were on duty last night, right? How does it work? Do you each walk fully around the perimeter of the wall?
1 person on the gate, 2 people on the perimeters, 1 person on the door to the keep.
Okay. Let's start off simple here. You see anything untoward?
2 of the guards say, yeah.
You did?
Well, there was a wagon coming into town late last night. Maybe a couple hours after the sun went down. You can tell it's a wagon because there's a light on it that's sort of swinging back and forth with a regular frequency. It's definitely a wagon light. It came in from the east of town hours after dark, well after anyone had any business traveling. And once it got into the city, we lost it. The lights went out. It's the most...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's useful. No, that's useful. Thanks. What time was that, you said? 2 hours after dark?
A couple hours after dark.
Okay, good. Anyone else see anything? See anything in the grounds of the keep itself?
No. Not until the cries came up. Not until the shouts started around dawn.
You didn't hear anything before that?
Mm-mm.
Any of you get a look at the door to Shacklebrook's balcony?
One of the
whilst
guys...
you're walking the wall, yeah?
One of the guys raises a hand, one of the guards. I saw the door when the screaming shouted. I looked over and noticed it was open. Both doors open all the way.
It was closed before?
I don't know. I'm usually looking out, not in and up.
It's a good guard.
I get it, but you said fully open?
Yeah.
Like, not just opened enough for a man to walk out, but like smashed open.
I wouldn't say smashed open, but open.
Didn't see anything else though.
I was never looking towards that.
All right, I'm likely to find that wagon. Thanks to the info, guys. If I have anything else, I'll find you.
Mm-hmm. Mooton, maybe 20 minutes after you tell the maids to leave, there's a knock on the bedroom door. And after a pause, it opens. Maybe you open it, or maybe on your way to open it, it opens. It is Basil Sternwarf, the secretary of the keep.
Ah, Basil!
Coop. What's going on?
I just found something.
What'd you find?
I'll take him over there, and I'm gonna kind of show, like, he's not an idiot, so I'm gonna show him like bits of real shit.
Like what?
I'll show him some blood, and then I'll show him the door to the outside, and show him how it's interesting that it doesn't actually go on the outside, but that the door was open. And then I'm gonna make up a little spot and show like magical residue, and kind of like get really close to the ground. Maybe there's like something there that he can see. Maybe there's something that comes to his mind that he sees. I'm going to try and placebo effect him into like, I'm following a little bit of trace of magic. Like, you don't understand how good I am at my fucking job. Give me some time.
Yeah, you point out something on the ground. You're like, magical residue. And he looks at it. What? I don't see it. What does it look like?
Have you ever seen, have I ever seen glitter?
Glitter?
Glitter.
Probably not.
Have I ever seen something sparkly?
Yeah, you've seen gemstones, rocks, glass.
The first thing that would come to his fucking mind would be the amber gemstone that he saw, and he'll kind of like explain something akin to that, and how it's like that color, and he's got to get really close, and he's got to look, and it's in between the grout, and then he goes over here, and he shows him another spot. I want to make sure that everything's seen, because I feel like I'm really seeing magical residue here. And I want Shacklebrook to be okay.
Okay. Give me a
just need 30
charisma check
minutes.
here.
Pretend you want to have sex with them. It should help you.
Oh,
Nice.
That is a really high roll. His stats are...
I'm also thinking about maybe one day using this ring from Twin Tower to like frame someone if we need someone out of the fucking the group. Like if Basil keeps giving us fucking problems for some reason or another, if it was him, like framing him that he's the one who stole the ring.
Basil pats you gently on the shoulder in the first sign of respect he's ever had for you, and says, keep it up.
Okay.
How long until the room is ready? Or how long until the maids can start cleaning up the blood? We'll need it.
45 minutes.
And then he takes a few steps back and watches. You know how like when a repairman comes to your house to fix something and you can't help but like look over their shoulder a little bit and see what they're doing?
I mean, I really get on the ground because Pigeon is looking for random shit. So he really is getting on the ground, looking at the fucking grout and like following the lines. Like he keeps up with it.
You keep searching. Basil is like interested in what you're doing and what's going on.
It's
but,
boring,
gives you a
I
bunch
keep
of
searching.
space.
Yeah.
As you're searching along, you will find with that 34 of yours, while Basil is looking at you, near the bed, near the left side of the bed, which is the side closest to the main door to the room. The bed frame itself is very intricate. It has like lots of little reliefs and carvings on it. It's sort of like a big mess of things. And as you're following these little lines, you notice part of this mess of things actually looks like it's separate. And you think that there's probably a secret compartment built into like this part of the bed frame right here that could hold something that's, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches tall, 8 inches deep, 1.5 feet long.
I'll kind of do a move of where like I'm gonna get close to Basil. Now he's getting in my way. Maybe give him like the feeling of like, oh fuck, like he's over here now. I have shit to do. You know, I told him 45 minutes. Maybe I found this in 10 minutes, and he's still here. So now I'm gonna try and make Basil kind of like, I'm gonna make him feel in the way because I'm gonna start going and searching where he's at. Maybe I'll open the door for him, so subconsciously he's like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here."
Basil Sternwolf is, well, like his name, unmoved by any implications that he might be in the way. You know, this is his family that he's been watching over for his entire life. He's tight with the Shacklebrooks. A normal, ordinary person might start to feel awkward, but Basil Sternwolf, he's the secretary of the keep.
He thinks that he's so smart that he can actually solve this, probably. So I'm going to get him to help then. If he's here and he's not doing anything, then I'm going to ask him, to go out on the balcony and see if he sees anything, because the door was left open, and that seems to be like the crux of the issue. I've checked there. I didn't see anything, but can you go and check the fucking outside of the door, or even check the inside of the door? I just want his eyes off of what I'm about to do.
Yeah, you send him to check the outside of the balcony door for a moment. You can shut the door without locking it. That would be very suspicious to lock it.
Oh, yeah.
And while he's out there looking, you hurry on over and give me a lockpick check. Should be real quick. Yeah, super simple. This mechanism is not. It's hidden, and that's the main secrecy. There's not actually like a key that would use to open it. It's just a little bit of pressure in the right places, and a spring-loaded compartment kind of bumps out, and in here are 2 books.
It's spell books then, yeah? Have I seen one of these books before as I look at it?
Yes, one of them is definitely the spell book that you took from the Black Pine Marsh.
Okay. I will close it up, and then I'll go out there and I'll go check with what Basil's doing.
He's looking around. He doesn't seem anything of interest.
Okay. I'll play with him for another 20 minutes to make my 45 minutes seem known. Let him know that I've come up on dead ends, and my prognosis is that there is magic afoot.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, go find the sheriff. There's work to be done. Meet us in the... I think
that we need to get rid of this door. Or, at least we need to make it so a wizard can't knock it open.
We'll bar it from the inside.
I don't know much about knock, so yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's that.
All right.
I'm heading to the east side of town.
Sure.
I'll go look for the sheriff. I don't see him, and that'll be that.
Yeah, you'll hear that he was talking to the guards, and he went to go look for a wagon, and you can try and hunt him down, but that was hours ago, so...
Track him down, yeah.
Yeah. Luther, you go... I don't know how you're supposed to find a wagon that came into town last night.
Oh, I go to the east side of town. I start knocking on doors.
I mean, there's got to be... If a wagon comes in, there's got to be horses. Horses get fed somewhere.
That's true.
Somebody... Well, I'm assuming they've left. If they've not left, we're going to find that fucking thing. But I start by knocking on doors of people in the east side of town, asking if they heard anything, if they had a wagon coming through last night.
Yeah, no one has any information for you about that. They either were asleep, or if they heard a wagon, they probably didn't register it, just like you don't notice when cars drive by in the middle of the night.
Okay. I go to all of the places in town I know where you could keep a horse.
Yes, the inn in town did have a visitor last night.
Oh, well, perfect. I go there then.
Yes.
I go into the inn. This is my inn, so I feel at home. I go up to the bar and I say, what's the innkeeper called? Does he have a name? I don't think we've given him a name. I'd like to call him...
Little Dick Dave.
Absolutely
Terry.
not.
Terry. I'd like to call him Terry.
Okay. Innkeeper Terry.
Terry, you got a minute?
Anything for the sheriff? How may I be of service?
Scary Terry.
This is better in the back room, if you don't mind.
Oh, does this have to do with the man creeping outside the tower?
Shh. I raise my eyebrows. Let's go. I push him. I walk around the back of the bar.
He makes a show of hold on, everybody. Your drinks will have to wait. I need to talk to the sheriff. And he hurries into the back room with you.
You said you saw a man creeping around the tower?
Everyone's talking about it.
Right. There, apparently a wagon came into town late last night. They stop here?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do you see the people? Are they staying at the inn?
They did last night. They came in well after dark. They woke me up. I was happy to service them, get them a room, feed their horses, and then I got a couple more hours of sleep before the sun dawned, and they were gone by the time I made it back.
Did they stay in a room, or did they just drop their horses?
They had an inn, a room. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, first off, describe them to me.
It was three human women. Two of them had some leather armor on, some weapons at their sides. They looked fairly tired. One of them, softer looking, a little bit more gentle, longer hair with curly locks on it. She was carrying a bundle.
What color hair?
Auburn.
All three?
No, the one with the bundle. The other two had darkish hair. It was late. I couldn't tell if it was brown or black.
When you say carrying a bundle, you mean like a baby or what?
Like a baby, yes. In both arms, sort of slightly tilted up. I thought it was a baby at first, yes.
Well, at first.
Well, it didn't cry or make any sounds. It could just be a very well-behaved baby, but I've never known one.
I don't know a woman who would travel with a newborn baby late at night, stay in an inn for 2 hours, and then leave.
Well,
Okay,
it was,
what
it
else?
was probably
What are these people?
closer to
What about
6
that?
or 8.
What about their accents? They sound like they're from here.
Only the woman with the auburn hair spoke. She left some extra silver to speed things along. She had a Drakissian accent. Her armed bodyguards didn't say anything. I didn't think it that unusual. It was so late at night. I myself was not interested in conversation. The atmosphere was very tired.
I'm going to need you to really think back to here. Imagine that woman, the one with the auburn hair. Picture her in your mind and look towards her belt. Was she carrying pouches on her belt?
She had a big traveling cloak to keep her warm. It was late and cold. I didn't see a belt. I saw the bundle sort of wrapped up.
Where was their wagon?
We parked it out back where the wagons are normally parked, and there was some... we put the 2 horses in the stable.
The horses seem well kept. Did the wagon seem in good condition? Is there a stable boy?
He was gone by then. I took care of it myself. That's part of a innkeeper's duty late at night, you know.
Did you get a look at the wagon?
I did.
What can you tell me about it? Okay, describe it to me.
Wooden wagon all the way through, although the wheels had brass bands around them. A nice accent, a nice touch. There were some carvings along the sides, like reeds or some sort of tall grasses. It was in fairly decent working order. It moved fairly easily into the shed, so either a well-maintained or well-built wagon of recent use. The horses were unremarkable nags, little on the older side, little slow but steady. The sort of reliable animal you might need on a road. No spirit left in them. What else can I tell you?
Anything?
The guards were very, proficient with the animals. I helped them get the wagon in place. We had to push it by hand because it's a tight passage back there. They worked well. Put the horses away. Gave them some oats. Gave them some blankets. All the blankets were neatly folded by morning and put away.
The guards, their gear, their armor, their weapons, did they look high quality?
I didn't pay them too much mind. It was late and they weren't drawn. Swords were just kept in their sheaths, and I didn't look too carefully at them. They seemed unremarkable. They didn't stand out, at least.
I'm going to need to see the room they stayed in, but also, you've lived in this place for a while. Any idea what time they left? And do you know of anyone who lives around here that could have potentially been awake at that time? Anyone who's an early riser? Any, nosy people that might have...
3 rooms. You might ask one of the people who's staying in the rooms next to theirs if they heard them in the morning. The town can wake up pretty early. Some folks rise before dawn. So it's not uncommon for there to be people moving around in the streets before I make it here.
Well, it's very important that we find these people, so I would really like to know which way they left out of town.
He is going to do a little checksy here. There are 4 rooms that share walls with these people. One of those rooms has a person who is staying here for multiple days. They are visiting Cauldron. They're visiting Cauldron on a journey of self-exploration and painting. It's a young nobleman from like the bottom levels of nobility who is here to like do paintings of the Great Cauldron, and he's trying to like catch it erupting and draw it for its beautiful glory. And he's been staying at the inn here, and he has a room right next to where these three people were.
I'll definitely I'll go and speak to him then.
He should be out by the cauldron itself.
Okay, I'll go and speak to him in a minute. Can I check their rooms?
Of course, he'll take you to the rooms. I've already cleaned them.
In fact, okay. Did you find anything in there?
No, nothing out of place.
I'm not going to check them now, but I'm going to send the detective here at some point to check those rooms. Could you do me a favor and keep them unoccupied until he has a chance to look?
Of course.
All right. I'm going to go and find this artist.
Yeah, you find him right away. He's got a little easel set up.
First off, I'm looking for houses where people live that might have seen this wagon leaving in the morning. And I am going to knock on those houses. I'm going to try all of them. Anyone that might have had a look at this. Surely someone might have caught it leaving. I want to know which way it was going.
You're doing house to house, knocking on things, looking for anyone who might have seen something. I need you to roll me 60 20s and land a 20.
Oh, damn.
Really low chance of someone having noticed something, but a lot of people around. A 19 is close, but not close enough. No, nobody in the area remembers a wagon in the morning or the night. A wagon moving through town is so common that it probably wouldn't stick in their brain, even if they did see it.
It's only been a few hours since then, right?
Yeah.
A man on a light horse riding fast will go faster than a wagon. Is that right?
Absolutely.
I go to the messenger service.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an urgent request. How many roads are there out of town? 3?
3.
I need 3 messengers. 1 to travel the west road, 1 the north road, and 1 the road along the Misty River. They need to go fast. They're looking for a wagon with 2 horses, brass bands on the wheels, carvings of reeds along the side. They see it, report back. It left this morning.
You are in luck. Both available messengers on horseback are here right now. They have 2 horses and 2 light riders that they can send out. They don't have
fine,
3
Nick.
on
We know
hand.
which way they came from.
Where do you want
They
to
came
send
from
them?
the east, we were told.
Yeah.
So they probably wouldn't enter and then leave from the east, would be my guess.
Why not? That's where they came from. Wouldn't they go back there?
That's possible. Yeah.
I only got 2. Damn it.
Pick your 2. Which roads do you want to scout?
You got a fucking horse?
I take a minute to think. Yeah, I've got a horse. I could give them my horse if they got another rider.
No, their other messengers not familiar with horses. They could sit on a horse, but they couldn't do what you're wanting.
Is there anyone in town I know that can ride horses?
The knights can ride horses. You might be able to find some like random farmer or some random woodsman or something walking around. It's one of those things that you could spend 45 minutes or a couple hours looking for someone and either find someone right away or spend hours and like come up completely empty-handed. It's a huge crapshoot.
How long has it been?
Since you were first awoken?
Since they left. No, since they left. If they left first thing in the morning.
You don't know when they left. I can't.
No, I know. But let's say they left, just before the sun rose.
It's been
How long
like
has it been?
4 hours since you woke up.
How far can a wagon get in 4 hours?
10 miles on a good road.
Okay.
Depends on the conditions of the roads. It's springtime. It's been raining. They're probably a little less.
Okay. I send 1 towards Tassel and 1 towards Thornwood.
Okay. Done. Would you shell out a couple pieces of gold? A pair of gold.
Yeah, done.
I think it's right around now that Lucas will find you. That Coop will catch up with you after having done his searching and everything.
Pigeon. quick, I need you to go to the inn and ask the innkeeper which rooms you're meant to be searching. There was a wagon that came into town last night. 3 women on it, one with auburn hair, not wearing any armor, the other 2 armed. They came in late last night and they left early this morning. It's gotta be them.
Listen. You'll never believe what I found.
What?
I know where Shacklebrook keeps the spell books.
We haven't got time for that right now. Go and search those
Oh,
rooms.
no, I found them. I know where they are.
Okay, great.
We could get out of here. 2 spell books?
You just found
60,000 gold?
Go and search the rooms, Pigeon. We haven't got time.
All right. I go search them.
All right.
I'm going to the geyser, and then I head off to the
Absolutely.
geyser.
Pigeon, give me a perception check. There are 3 rooms. Give me 3 perception checks. 28, 21, 34. You look through the rooms. They are boring ass empty inn rooms. There's not much to search here. There could be squeaky floorboards or hidden compartments, but they'd belong to the inn. They wouldn't be these people's things. There's nothing. It's very obvious.
Pigeon
It's just
is fucking frustrated.
yeah.
I gotta search these goddamn inn rooms. There's nothing here, man.
Literally nothing.
I'm tired of this shit. I could be walking around with my fucking armor.
And, he'll go seek out Luther. But he is thinking, shit's kind of starting to suck in Cauldron. It was all fun and games a few weeks ago when we were doing Tassel and everything like that. But now we got people being ripped to shreds. We got crazy shit going on in the Black Pine Marsh. 2 jobs in Stromheim. Magic items, 60 grand. Sounding pretty good. I mean, 60,000 gold. That's 180,000 XP if I can sell it.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easy level up.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. And he knows that he could kill Shackelberg at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're staying in the fucking place. You kill him, we put him in a conspicuous place, we're out of there with with 2 spell books and the gold. And all these letters, I mean, these letters, Barbara Ann would buy them, guaranteed.
Pigeon's eyes are golden coins.
It would be obvious that we did it. But we could just create new identities, man.
We could flee and live life like kings. Yeah.
You find
like literal fucking kings.
You find
I will say though, if that happens, that's kind of the end of the campaign, right? We've got no more reason to adventure if we've got 60,000 gold.
The characters
sounds like we would be like
to Akuba, live happily ever after.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst ending for these characters, to be honest.
Not a bad ending for them. I would want to get our shit from Joris though.
What shit? The Elven Chainmail?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, you mean kill Shacklebrook, steal that shit, and then go to the Copheads?
Yeah.
Wait, Twin Tower would take your head eventually if you did that.
But we'd be gone. We'd be but a trace.
No, because we'd have to go and work for them. What was the point?
We don't have to do anything. We just get our shit and leave. I'm sure they wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah, all right. It's going through Pigeon's mind. He's angry.
Right. You find the artist. He's set out for the cauldron. He's got some paint, and he's working on his little picture.
Young man, can I have a word with you?
I'm very busy. Who are you?
I'm the sheriff.
Oh.
You were staying at the inn last night, right? You've been staying at the inn.
Gives you the up and down. Yes, that is where visitors stay.
Good. There was 3 guests in the rooms next to yours last night that turned up late last night and left early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Is that ringing the bells? Yeah?
Yes, they were noisy coming in. There was crying in the middle of the night, and they were noisy heading out.
Crying
quite
of
annoying.
What? Crying of what type?
Like a whiny little baby.
Oh. And they left what time?
Before the sun had come up.
You see which way they were going?
From the inside of my room. Really, Sheriff, really. Is that what happens out here in the countryside? We think we can see through walls.
Don't get fucking smart, kid. Somebody was murdered last night. You might be a fancy noble wherever it is you come from, but here, you're just a guy with a pencil and a fucking blank sheet of paper, okay? So just answer the questions and get on with your day.
Do you have any more questions then?
What else did you see? Did you any other information that you could give me would be greatly appreciated.
They were loud and annoying when I was trying to get my beauty sleep. You think creativity just springs forth unbidden? It takes work. You need rest.
Did you hear them
to be
leave
ready.
in the middle of the night after they arrived?
They arrived in the middle of the night.
Did they leave afterwards?
I don't know.
Well, thanks for being such a great help.
What? My God. These savages. He turns back to the painting. He's, drawing water, nice little colors. These just backwards woods people. Father was right. There's no civilization to be found south of Stromheim.
It was raining last night, right?
It has been raining on and off. It might have sprinkled a little bit last night.
He's by the geyser, so the ground here is soft than everywhere else. Is there some mud?
Yeah, lots of mud.
Yeah, I push him into the mud as I'm leaving. I try and make it look like a mistake, but
Just like, give me a charisma check to make it look cool, to make it look like a mistake or that what's unintentional. 19 is a failure. It obviously looks like you are shoulder checking him to the ground. Give me a strength check versus his. I'm going to give him a strength check at disadvantage.
I'm going to be so annoyed if he passes.
He does not pass. No, you check him into the mud. He hits the ground. He splatters. What? Sheriff! How dare you? I'm going to talk to your lord about that. You don't know who I am, but you've just made the biggest mistake of your career, Sheriff.
Sorry,
really? That's the biggest mistake?
Over here. I'll leave this guy. Fuck him.
You find Pigeon. He's on his way out to see you.
You find anything?
Shit fucking sucks. There's nothing there, you idiot.
Calm the fuck down, Pigeon. God damn it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
We could be living the high life right now.
What happened to turning down the Copperhead's offer? I thought we were making a new life here. You want to throw it all away for some gems that you're not going to be able to sell?
Well,
That you'll probably end up losing your head for?
I bet the Copperheads would buy them. Things are looking dicey here, man. We got wizards coming and killing people in the middle of the night. I mean, we got whatever the hell we were being attacked by in the Black Pine Marsh. This is not a good area. It was safe in Stromheim.
Wasn't safe in Stromheim. We went looking for trouble in the marsh, but I'm with you. Look, if things get worse and it's looking dicey for us, then let's do it. But for me, I left Stromheim behind. I don't want to go back there for that right now.
He knows.
The innkeeper said one of these women was carrying what looked like maybe was a baby, and that I just spoke to this guy who's staying in the room next to them, said that he heard crying through the night, so maybe they didn't leave. Maybe it's just a red herring.
Is it muddy on our way back, Neil?
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of mud everywhere.
Okay.
We go back to the keep.
You are immediately approached. The gatekeeper, Sunderland, says, the lords are looking for you. Please hurry up to the throne room.
All right.
In the throne room, you'll find the whole assembly, knights, treasurer, secretary of the keep, cup girl with a big pitcher of wine nearby, Lord Shacklebrook sitting on his throne, wrapping his fingers on his leg. He sees the two of you enter. Sheriff, deputy.
My lord.
Lord Shacklebrook.
We spoke briefly earlier today. I need you to go to Highcastle. I'm going to draft a letter today. I will need you to set out at first light tomorrow. You are to bring this to the highest authority you can find who will hear your cries. You may read the letter.
I'll break into the castle then.
Please do this. We're demanding that they fulfill their legal obligations as lieges and lords of this land to help us deal with these interdimensional threats. There's no need to sneak in.
Lord?
Yes, it will be sealed at the bottom, but not closed with a seal.
Okay. And we must leave tomorrow?
I know you are in a state. We need this to get to Highcastle as soon as possible. And it needs to be guaranteed. No messenger services, no pawning this off on someone smaller. You will need to receive a message. You will need to convince them that this is worth their time and efforts and their obligation, and then either lead them back here or bring back word of when it is they can muster and arrive. This is an important task.
You're right to send me, as I can speak firsthand as to what was there. But what kind of assistance are we looking for? A wizard? Knights?
I regret to say that these creatures are beyond our capability. The letter is not yet written, but it will explain the threat, and it will say that we need their assistance. It will be deferential, and it will be leaving it up to the king in Highcastle as to how best they should go about this. It's best not in these situations to demand a specific form of help.
Of course not. Of course not.
It may take them some time to marshal their resources and come out, but I need you to secure a promise from them.
The king will know what's best. Should I stay there and wait for their reply, or should I
As long as it
leave
takes.
once? Okay, there is one other more mundane matter that I'd speak to you about since I'm to leave. There was a wagon that entered into town late last night, and left before sunrise this morning. They stayed at the inn. It was 3 women, 2 of them armed, one of them carrying what looked like a baby. They left very, very early this morning. I've sent 2 messengers out, one to the east and one to the west, to try and see if they can't find the wagon, so at least we can determine which way they went. It might be a red herring, but I thought it's a bit suspicious that someone would enter and leave so late at night and so early in the morning.
Well done.
So I'll leave word with the messenger service to bring when the messenger returns with information to bring it to the keep.
Excellent. We'll make arrangements after we hear back from those messengers, and if you need another day, we can afford another day, but
we'll leave in the morning. I'm sure that your knights can deal with it.
Good.
All right.
Rest up as best you can. Prepare any supplies you need. It's a long trek to Highcastle. It should take you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We'll get a
It should take you a
carriage.
week or so.
Yeah.
Okay. We leave. I head straight to the infirmary.
Yep. There
I'm pitching
is
The
those
best
two.
way to get there to get a boat.
From Tassel.
Yeah, that's
Don't
the
really
question.
want to go to Tassel. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll take the road.
The road might have bandits on it, but it's probably better than the bandits in the towns, you know?
When he said a week,
Yeah.
is he suggesting by horseback or by foot?
Probably by horseback. Like,
Okay.
oftentimes you can either go very, very light and not carry very much and ride a horse and go quite quickly, or you can have your horse carry your stuff and go at a normal walking pace but have a lot of stuff. So if you wanted to like ride a horse and like make good progress, you'd need to like just have your clothes and your gear.
horse anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
take my horse and we can just go at a walking pace.
And then the horse can carry rations and supplies and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, am I losing my 3 HP healing for today? Am I getting 2 HP for today?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. I go to see Annabelle Redshield. I would.
She is
Don't know
back in
what to
her
try.
personal chambers.
Yeah, I just go for healing. I think we should both get as much healing as we can. I don't know whether to try and squeak the extra day to get the extra 3 HP. I suggest.
No, we should just go.
You think?
Yeah.
I ask Annabelle Redshield. I say, do you think I'm safe to travel in the morning?
What do you mean safe?
Like my wounds, is it?
You
is it
need
safe for me to?
you need a week and a half of bed rest.
Yeah, I need to leave on urgent business in the morning, unless there's some pressing reason why I should stay for another day.
She fuddles around in some packs and pulls out a chunk of willow bark. Chew this while you ride. It'll help ease the pain.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, I stayed the night in the infirmary.
And try not to get into any fights.
I always do.
And try not to ride too hard. Let Coop handle all of the important things. Just take care of yourself.
Thanks, Annabelle.
Well, we can't afford to lose. What am I saying? Cauldron cannot afford to lose a sheriff at a time like this. And I thought settling down would be a less exciting life than traveling with the circus, and here things are a little different.
I do apologize. Things have been quite hectic since your arrival. I promise you, when I said it was a nice, quiet life, it was at the time.
Well, go rest.
Yeah. Neil, in the night, I will... You know the bone shiv that I took from the place that I was? Mm-hmm. As I'm resting for the rest of the night, I take my Steel Team 6 dagger and I'm going to, like, start carving this thing down into an actual... Not an actual knife, but carve it down to make it a little bit nicer.
A better shiv.
And and then I want to try and put a hole through it so I can wear it as a necklace.
Yeah. You got a lot of time to do not much with your dagger, but like whittle it back and forth and slowly peel away at the bone. Annabelle will come by a few times and check on you. There's some other locals that come into the keep for healing that day, basic cuts and scrapes and bruises. One person has lopped off their finger while sharpening something at the end.
Ouch.
And needs a little repairs. You'll get to chat with some of the locals. Go ahead.
You're lucky I saved your ass, Luther.
I am. Thanks, Pigeon.
Yeah, maybe I should be getting a little bit more money around here.
What do you want to buy?
He shrugs.
What do you usually buy?
Beer?
Yeah, I want to buy the beers.
Sure, you can buy the beers.
Okay, he's happy with that, yeah.
Okay.
You spent most of your money on tips anyway. It's a good job that I'm the one holding the gold coin because you just fucking give it away.
That's true, yeah.
Can I turn my shiv into a necklace tonight, or will it take longer?
No, that's fine. You can do it tonight. The riders that you sent, if I recall correctly, you sent them to ride out and back in the same day, right?
To ride out
Whenever
and find the wagon, yeah.
There had to be an end to those orders, right? Like if they didn't see the wagon and they were headed east, they weren't going to ride all the way to Shirebrook.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will have said that I reckon they could be about 10 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they should go like 15?
Based on the differential in speed, yeah, probably about 15 miles.
Yeah, they ride out for half a day and then they turn around and ride back. You'll hear this evening that no wagon matching the description you gave was found on either of those roads. So unless it's got wings or it went off the road, it must be on the north road.
Yeah.
We don't usually talk about bowel movements, but Pigeon will be checking his poop every single time.
Of course.
For the golden ring.
Yeah.
You will shit out the golden ring. Absolutely. Probably the same day, I think, right? It takes 8 hours, something like that for...
Okay. I put it on.
Yeah, you clean it off and put it on.
I'll wear it for the next week. Obviously, I'm not going to wear it when I go into the castle, but I will wear it for the next week.
Okay. So can we take 2 HP now?
Both of you can take 2 HP, and we can set out on the road.
I'm putting willow bark on my sheet.
On the road again.
Look at what I stole, Luther. You like this?
Is that Twin Towers ring?
It's his dad's ring, but it's mine now.
I thought you were his friend.
I steal from you sometimes, too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
What have you stole from me? I don't know.
Gold? Ladies?
You've not stolen. You've not stolen any ladies off me.
Oh, I have.
You wish.
The ring that you got is a band of silver with a gold channel down the middle, but it's like 24 karat gold down the middle. Much softer gold that you couldn't make a proper ring out of. That's why it's made out of silver with like the very gentle, soft gold dripped in between. And then like a series of small gemstones that runs around either side of on both sides of the gold band in like a center spot. So you kind of have like a top with 3 gemstones on the front and 3 gemstones on the back.
Look at me, I'm high society, bud.
Looking good.
This was a real Lord's ring, and now I'm the Lord.
Make sure you don't let Trintar see you with that.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I could take him.
Yeah, right.
He's no Carlo Vallejo.
Yeah, I think, I mean, sure, I'm all for telling a good story, but between you and I, we know that that's not how it went down.
You know, that little pussy's, he's worshiping Ponos now.
What do you mean?
I'd give you the spiel on how there's a Ponos altar in his room now.
But he was thinking
newly
about,
made.
But he was thinking about Shartuk when he made that.
All right.
Let's hope his prayers are answered.
The next day, party. It is time to leave. If you're on foot, it'll take 2 days to get to Stromheim. So you'll need at least 1 day of rations to get you there, preferably 2 days.
Uh-huh.
I got 5 days of rations.
So.
Okay, great. Put anything in your packs that you want. Move anything out of your person or pack that you are not taking with you on this journey for any reason. Any wealth that you have, put it in your hoard or, on your person if you want it to be on your person. We're going to be away from all of our normal supplies, so just arrange your gear.
I think I'd take everything.
I take everything. I'm good.
Okay.
What's this willow bark do? Does it have any mechanical effect?
No, it's like a mild painkiller. There's a little bit of aspirin in willow bark. So it'll numb the pain a little. But in this game, 5 percentage points is as low as we go, so I can't give you anything mechanically.
Yep.
All right. We're carrying all our wealth on us, Luther. I see you're hauling actually not a lot of money.
50 gold pieces. It's not that much.
Yeah. 2 bags of silver, 2.5 bags of silver. Okay.
And a bag of gold, yeah.
And a bag of gold. All right, party. We're going to head out. Now, we're on foot, so it's going to take us 2 days to get to Stromheim.
Yep.
Let me roll a series of encounter checks.
And encounters can always be good.
True.
We could meet a wish fish.
Yeah.
You know what? I've rolled some interesting things here. I think perhaps we should end our session here and have the journey to Highcastle be its own the next session. Get to Highcastle and do the stuff there, or at least start the stuff there. It could go very well with the right checks, or it could take a while to do the Highcastle thing.
Yeah.
But we'll do an adventure on the road in the new year.